Hi everyone, happy Friday. Very quick one from me. You will be very familiar with Educare as it's our provider for all of our safeguarding online training. However, recently Educare has been acquired by the TES, and so I wanted to just take you through what that means for you as someone who has an active account with Educare. So you go as normal to this address and you can log in the normal way. Now it's taken me straight to my page, but you would normally have a login page in between. That's probably just because I've logged in once today already. And what you'll notice is if you go along here to all courses, previously it would have shown an Educare logo at the top there, and you would have seen most of the safeguarding courses on offer. But in more recent times, you'll see that in its partnership with the TES, that has now grown massively to over 300 course offerings. So you can use the filters at the side. Here's the safeguarding stuff. It's still there as normal. Filter using safety and duty of care, and you'll be able to find all the courses we know and love, including some newer ones which are now available in other languages, which is fantastic. And then what you can do though is, let's say you're interested in subject specific items. You might be keen on something to do with pastoral care. You might be keen on something to do with well-being. You can filter and find those other courses. They also have age range filters, and also they have a really handy filter for how many hours you've got to dedicate to learning. So you could click a nice short kind of webinar, or you could go for something that's going to be a little bit more meaty. Once you get in there, it works very much the same as the safeguarding courses. Little videos, short questionnaires and quizzes and activities, followed by issuing you with a virtual certificate. So this is a huge library of little CPL courses that you can take on demand according to your needs, and they are all free of charge and ready to go. All you need to do is remember your Educare login. So have at it, people. Enjoy.
Good morning, colleagues. 3 tips for me today, and I'm going to focus on Outlook just a little bit. I mentioned this before in terms of when you're in Outlook, there is this little button here for Teams that you can share to Teams, and you can chat with anybody that's in the message itself. But there is a few other little things as well, which are quite cool. Recently, we've had the ability to actually just like the message. So, for example, I've sent myself an email here. This is a link that I want to follow up later on. I could like it, and I can give these little emojis, and then when the person receives that, they'll see it in their notifications. So just another way of actually saving a little bit of carbon so that we don't have to reply back on the message itself. You're just acknowledging the fact that you've read it and you like it, a bit like within Teams. That's not my first tip though, actually. My first tip is this one here. So for example, if I want to have a meeting with James and whoever James has copied into it, I can just click this button here, and what it will do, it will open up a calendar invite and copy everybody into it already, which is great. What I used to do is I would drag it to over here like that, and then I would have to then go to invite attendees and put people in there. I don't need to do it. One button to do everything to invite people to that particular meeting. I love it. In fact, I am going to leave the like message as my first tip. I think that's probably a good one in terms of carbon footprint. So reply with a meeting, which is this button here. And there are some other things here in that you can do instant messages, which is similar to this one here. Now, my third tip is all about the calendar. I use the calendar quite a lot, and I've started to, this one's interesting here. If I want to see what's going on within the whole school, I can just click one button. I can see all of the different things that are going on, and I can overlay them with this button here. Look, they're separate, and this is overlaying to see whether or not I have a clash. If you want me to show you how to add a whole school calendar, then just leave a message or something, a comment below, and in my next video I can do that for you. But I do have a personal calendar here. It's called the Taylor Clan. That's shared with my children, my family, so that when we are planning holidays and things like this, everybody has access to the same calendar. But what about if I've got content on one calendar? How do I copy it over to another calendar? And there is a magic button that can do that for you. All you do is, let's say I've got something on the whole school calendar and I want to put it into this calendar here. I press the control key and then drag it across and let go. And what will happen now in the Taylor Clan calendar, there is that event. So the control button. Take care, everybody. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.